Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Elite Collection 100 Andre the Giant Chase figure from Mattel. I said if I saw this thing in the wild that I would pick it up automatically, and the question is, did I regret that decision? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure has what can only be described as drip, and it's striking. That the teal with the pink, it pops, and it looks fantastic. And speaking of which, just mostly colored plastic here, pretty much no paint at all, but all works great. Speaking of paint, I guess one of the few flaws here is you can see there is some blue paint here, like inside the belt buckle, but not the rest of the belt, and that is an odd choice. I kind of get it, I guess, but at least come over to the first belt loop. That seems like a weird decision, and I get it because every bit of paint costs money, but it definitely looks strange, especially if you articulate it in any way. So there is that, but other than that, sculpt is great. Feet do seem a little small, but they're reusing feet. Again, this is cost saving, and not a figure that you're going to be articulating in a crazy way. You're not going to be putting him in crazy poses. So again, I can totally appreciate that. But major point want to say here is just the face sculpt is perfect, and I recently reviewed the Ultimate Edition of Andre, and this is, I believe, the same sculpt as the neutral face there, and they knocked it out of the park. Considering they couldn't do an actual face scan, this is pretty much as one-to-one as it gets, and I think they just nailed it. So yeah, just an absolutely fantastic looking figure. Nice and straightforward here with the accessories. So jumping right in, right out of the box, we do get a couple of sea grip hands, and they are the giant, pretty much choking hands. That is a very wide space, so that is very cool. Then we get a pair of fists and a pair of pointing hands. Then beyond that, we do get the WWF World title, and this thing is beautiful. This is the same sculpt that they had with the Ultimate Edition 17. I guess this figure actually came out first. The only difference here is that we get the same level of detail, but we do have the blue strap as opposed to the black that we got with the Ultimate Edition. And yeah, just beautiful, beautiful piece. As I said in that review, I'm not one for belts, but I just love what they did here. Just level of detail is perfect. And then finally, we get Hulk Hogan's gold necklace with a cross on it, and kind of in a more draped kind of position. And yeah, I just think that's great. It all obviously adds to the promo he was cutting. So yeah, that's accessories. Articulation balance here are definitely very, very nice, and right off the bat you can see we are holding a freestanding kick, which I was not expecting, to be completely honest. But yeah, some really good balance going on here with this figure. So there is that. And then for articulation, our head is definitely on our standard barbell joint, but we got a lot of room up there, so we get some really nice look up. We get some decent look down, though we do bounce back a bit, as you can see there. Then we get a little bit of side to side, and of course rotation. Then our arms are on our hinge and swivel, coming up into a perfect T. We do have bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows bringing us to there. Hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal of course. We do have a ab crunch hinge here, and kind of hard to see with the jacket, but we're getting some okay forward, definitely almost a little bit better than we saw with the Ultimate. Then we get some nice arch back, so I come back about that far, and then we get the swivel at the waist, come to the legs, and we're almost in full splits. That's beautiful. That is completely unnecessary for Andre the Giant, but definitely welcome. Our front kick is coming to about here, so again, slightly better than the Ultimate, not quite 90 still, but definitely good. We do have thigh swivel. We have double jointed knees bringing us to here. Fortunately, we do not have a shin cut, but we do have the kind of barbell joint here at the feet, which is going to allow us to point a little bit, allow us to come forward a little bit, and then rocker side to side, and we do get a little bit of rotation there as well. So that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other WWE figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some other Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters, Finally, with Articulated Icons, Oni, and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Elite Collection 100 Andre the Giant Chase figure is that this is a super fun figure. Honestly, again, I didn't think I was going to get Andre the Giant figure this year, and now I've gotten two. So this one was definitely one I couldn't pass up, especially seeing it on the shelf. Those colors just pop. It's beautiful in person. And yeah, I definitely recommend it to any Andre the Giant fans, any fans of old school wrestling, or if you're just collecting Elite Collection. Certainly the 100th wave, like, very significant, and this is the chase figure for this wave. It's just really awesome. I happen to find this one on a shelf in a Walmart, so it's definitely hitting pegs and shelves, so it's findable in that regard. But beyond that, if you happen to have local like Walmarts or Targets that just don't stock well, and I know what that is like, for the most part I was surprised I found this. But you know, it can be found on eBay right now for barely above retail, which is pretty fantastic. So if you're looking for this, it is definitely findable. I think it's still available on Ringside as well, and but at a slight markup, actually more than I was finding it for on eBay. So I'll leave that link below if you want to get this directly, just guaranteed. But I implore you to find it, and definitely don't pay crazy scalper prices, because you don't need to for this. So best of luck to you in finding this, and I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, because you know, I hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So come on back, let's talk some more toys, let's have some more fun, let's escape the world for a while, just because that's fun to do. And ultimately, I just hope you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.